Welcome back, guys, for another top-notch video. This time we're going to be going over something a little bit different. We just ended up getting the Ritz-Carlton Rewards card, and we're just going to unbox it here today and kind of show you some of the benefits and what it's worth. So it came in this kind of smaller box in the mail, and if I open it up, it ends up looking like a book almost, for the most part. This is basically what I received. So hardcover for the most part, and let's just go for it. So the first thing you see when you open it up is the card over here with the welcome letter, and then basically some of the benefits over here. When I take this card out, it is kind of hard to pull out. Gotta kind of yank it, and so there it is. The Ritz-Carlton Rewards card. We'll go over some of the benefits and what it's worth in just a second. It's a metal card, so it is kind of heavier. I would say it's about the same weight as probably the Amex Platinum for the most part. So as you can see, these are some of the benefits. We'll be talking about some of those. And they got this like little welcome book. And it just basically goes over each of the different pages, kind of what's lots of colorful pictures and basically what you have in the card for the most part. I'll be talking about some of these. Lots of pages, and then towards the end, like I said, mostly just talking about benefits and whatnot. And then towards the end it has a list of the different resorts for Ritz-Carlton places. And then card agreement. Finally, at the very bottom, if you tug up on this thing right here, it pulls up the envelope. And if you open up that envelope, it is your welcome letter pretty much. So that's the welcome letter. And then just basically more benefits. Comes with this handy dandy brochure. So there's some really interesting things in here. Basically shows you basically all the benefits that you would receive under the credit card. So basically has what you get for auto collision, trip cancellation, lost luggage, trip delay, baggage delay, trip accident insurance, emergency evacuation transportation, emergency medical, emergency assistance, roadside assistance. We'll go through, and then it also has your purchase protection, extended warranty, and price protection. Basically what you would expect out of a $450 annual fee card. I'll be going over a couple of those, but that is pretty much the complete unboxing of what you get in a package with your Ritz-Carlton Rewards card. Let's go back and go over some of the benefits of this card. So with this card, one of the big perks is it's metal, so people like that. It's a metal card. But one of the big things is the sign-up bonus. Depending on when you sign up for the card, you could get 2 or 3 complimentary nights after you spend $4,000 in your first 3 months of your account opening. A lot of people like this because at some of these resorts, it's a tier 1 through tier 4 that you can stay at. None of the tier 5, and then some of the welcome collection is out as well. But that's a pretty good sign-up bonus. I mean, if you're spending, $400 to $500 a night each night for 2 or 3 nights, that's over $1,000 sign-up bonus for the card. Another benefit to the card is you get 10,000 bonus points after your first purchase, and you add an additional authorized user in the first 3 months of the card opening, so that's just something to keep in mind. Another benefit is you get 5 times the rewards points for spending on locations such as Marriott hotels, Starwood, and including Ritz-Carlton. So that's a big bonus. So 5 points for each one of those. Definitely a hotel card if you were going to be staying a lot of places in hotels. You end up getting about 2 points of rewards for restaurants, airline purchases, or car rental agencies, and 1 point on everything else. I don't really consider this a benefit because there are better cards out there like the Chase Sapphire Reserve for something. Another benefit you receive is you get a $300 airline credit off this card. It's for incidentals. One big thing it includes that the Platinum membership from Amex does not is airline seat upgrades. Okay, airline baggage fees, in-flight internet or entertainment, so that's a bonus, and in-flight meals. Okay, the big thing with this incidental fee is in order to get it refunded, you have to call within 4 billing cycles to get it refunded. So that's just something to keep in mind when looking at this card. Another thing is your lounge access that you get. With lounge access, you receive something called Priority Pass Select. This card has one of the most, I would say, one of the best Priority Pass lounge accesses, and I will go ahead and demonstrate what I mean by that. So as you can see here, guys, this is the Priority Pass, and what it gives you for each basically, you're basically your Ritz-Carlton compared to a number of other cards. And as you can see, for the cost for yourself, it's free to get in, as many guests as you want. There is no additional fee for guests, which some of the other cards do have. And you don't have access fee in an app, but you can add authorized users. And unlike every other card on this list, you can add these authorized users for free. So that's quite a big bonus if you're flying a lot and you have a lot of people in your party, or you have a family member that flies a lot and you want to get them access to Priority Pass. So moving on, another benefit is you get the global entry fee. That's pretty standard on such a high. One thing a lot of people don't know about with this card is you get access to the Visa Infinite Card Portal. It's one of the only cards in the US that has access to this portal. And with this portal, basically what it does is it gives you $100 off for a round-trip airfare for 2 people. And I believe it's up to 5 flights a year. So that's really good for short-haul flights. If you were going from Miami, Florida to Orlando, you could get $100 off. Like with rental cars, this card has discounts through Avis, National, and Silvercar. I'm not going to go into the details exactly with each of those, but they have codes that you can use. Basically a discount on your rental, which is great, with primary coverage. So with rental insurance, what some of the other credit card companies won't tell you is you'll have to go through your insurance in order to basically insure you. Your credit card company will insure you for that car, but when you get into a wreck or something and you have to pay for it, your insurance will go up. Whereas with this one, it's solely through Chase or through Visa with their rental car program. So it's a very good primary CDW. I would check that out on your card if you don't have it. With the Ritz-Carlton, you get something called Club Access. With Club Access, if you stay up to 3 nights, you can upgrade your card up to a 7-night maximum, which Club, based on your account anniversary year. So beginning when you opened that card up and 12 months through, and that's the same with your travel credit. I forgot to mention that. You have to use e-certificates, which are on the website. I've been told they've been pretty easy to use. So with Club Access, that just gives you a higher tier of access, basically late check-in, check-out in regards to the card. You can also get access to a $100 hotel credit. You have to stay 2 nights minimum to get access to this credit. With this $100 hotel credit, you can use it at anything basically at the hotel, from my understanding. When you first get the card, you will end up getting a Gold Elite status. You only get this for the very first year, or the first account anniversary year of the card. So when the card, whenever it hits again, your account anniversary basically, you will have gold status, and you can have this for the first year, and then it goes away unless you spend $10,000 or more each year on the card. There's also something called Platinum Elite status. So if you make over $75,000 in purchases, you will have Elite status basically for the year. And basically with Elite status, it's just a higher tier than Gold status. I don't really know what goes into that. I would check on the website to see what all Gold and Platinum status is all about. So guys, let's move into some of the coverages that you get with your Ritz-Carlton Rewards, some of the smaller coverages. Now, each one of these $450 cards has a number of different statuses that you can get. I'm just going to briefly touch on some of them. So like I already mentioned with the auto rental collision damage waiver, basically you get primary CDW, so that's very valuable. With trip cancellation, basically if your trip's canceled or cut short by like sickness or weather for whatever reason, you can be reimbursed for some of those fees or for hotels. Your lost luggage, you're covered up to $3,000. For trip delay reimbursement, if your trip is delayed up to more than 6 hours, I know this was kind of going around, is it 6, is it 12? Right here I see 6 in the brochure. You're covered up to $500 per ticket. Baggage delay of over 6 hours, you're covered for basically $100 a day for up to 5 days until you receive your bag back. Basically, travel accident insurance. This one I've seen on like the Chase Sapphire Reserve and the Platinum. I've seen up to $500,000. This one's up to $1 million. There's also emergency evacuation and transportation coverage. So basically, if your family becomes injured, you have coverage. You have a dental benefit. Basically, if you're 100 miles away or more from on a trip, you can be reimbursed for $2,500. And then one thing I didn't really like was the roadside assistance. So with like the Platinum card from Amex, you're covered for 4 tows a year for 1 tow, or for 4 tows a year basically. Whereas this is you're covered 4 times a year, but only up to a $50 charge. So that's an interesting benefit. And then of course they have purchase protection, extended warranty protection, price protection. So basically, if you make a purchase and it's lower the next 90 days, they'll reimburse you for that up to $500 for $2,500 per year, and return protection. Okay, so that's the big travel, some of the perks that people don't usually go through on these credit card videos for this card. If you guys found this helpful, go ahead and give me a likes or a thumbs up on this video. If you like these videos or whatever, leave a comment below and I can try to make more of these of some of the more prestigious credit cards. And that's another top-notch video. I'll see you guys next time.